Well, hello there, and welcome back to Mr. E's Mysteries and Magics. Brought to you by RP Magic Shop. Please check out their website. The link is below. They always have free stuff available, and I would especially recommend that you sign up for their newsletter. It comes out once or twice a month, and it always has special prices and sales on different effects that you just might find worthwhile. So please check them out. Thank you. And now for something completely different. Those of you who are regular viewers know that when I place a video that has a magic effect on it up on my channel, I usually do that on a Friday and then do the tutorial on the following Tuesday, which I sometimes call Tutorial Tuesday. So yeah, Freaky Friday and Tutorial Tuesday. I'm going to do things a little bit different this time because this effect is a little bit long. It's actually two effects in one. I like to do it as a full routine because I like the idea of the two reveals. It can be done as two separate effects if you want, which is perfectly fine. And I hope you do it that way. But I don't do it that way, and I'm going to show you how I do it. Now, what I'm also going to do, though, is because I don't want the tutorial to last until, doomsday, I'm going to take two of the techniques that I use in this video, and I'm going to do separate videos on those. The first one will be the following Tuesday after this video is first posted, and then that next one the Tuesday after that, and then finally the full tutorial on the third Tuesday. Okay, now I'm going to tease you a little bit. The second of those two techniques is something that I believe to be totally unique that I have created. I have shown it to numerous magicians, and they have told me they've never seen it before. I have not seen it on the internet. I've not seen it in any books. I believe I have created something brand new, and I'm just going to tease you with that. That will be the second of the two technique videos. The third one altogether, counting this video as the first. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, I call this particular effect the Three of Hearts routine or effect, whatever you want to call it. Call it a routine or effect, but I call it the Three of Hearts, and you'll see why in a second. And because of the theme of Three of Hearts, it really does work well with three participants who happen to be women. All right, again, it doesn't really matter the age or anything like that, but it works very well with women, and it really isn't too adaptable, I don't think, to other sorts of situations. So this is how I do it, the Three of Hearts routine. I start out by doing a shuffle, and I usually do 3 or 4. But again, to save time, I'm only going to do one. And then I do a cut. And I say to the first participant, give me a number from 1 to 52. Don't make it too high because I'm an old man. I want to, finish this thing up before I die. But give me a number from 1 to 52, and that will be your card. But do not show the card to anyone. Do not show it to me. Do not show it to participant 2 or participant 3 or any of the spectators. It is your secret card. Make note of it and remember it. Don't tell anyone. The number you're giving me, 4, fine. Now, I'm choosing 4 at random, okay? I just don't want this to last forever, but whatever number they give, you can work with. Okay, so let's say they gave me the number 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here, participant number 1 is your card. Okay, put it back in there, put the cards back on the deck, and again, you do a bunch of shuffles. I'm just going to do one, and again, a cut. All right, so then you turn to participant 2, and you say, I'm going to do a little riffle, and you tell me when to stop, and when we get to that stop, that will be your card. Stop there. Okay, very good. Again, don't show participant 1 or participant 3 or any of the spectators or me what your card is. Here is your card. Okay, got that. Put the deck back together again. And again, I do 3 or 4 shuffles. And again, I will just do one to save time. We do a cut. And now at this point, I say to participant 3, we're going to do things a little bit more elaborate with you. I have 3 charts here, grids if you will, and you can see that they're labeled Fun in the Sun with the Dog. All right, can you read that? Fun in the Sun with the Dog. Pick any one of these three. Doesn't matter which one you choose. Choose whichever one you like. You like the one with the dog because you like to play with your dog? Great. I'm going to take that grid. We're going to put the other two aside. And what I'm going to ask you to do is pick one of the three columns, D, O, or G. G, okay, pick one of the three numbers under the G. You're going to pick the 5. Excellent. We circle the 5, and we cross off the other two numbers in that column. We also are going to cross off the two numbers in the same row as the 5. Okay, so now pick one from the D or the O. And let's say they pick the 12. Okay, 12. So again, circle the 12, and we're going to cross off the 5 at the top of that column, and we're going to cross off the 9 next to the 12. That leaves us with just one number left, and that is the 2 under the D. We circle that, put our pencil away, and the card that you are going to get is going to be whichever card is at whatever number we have come up with here by adding these numbers together. So what do we have? Well, 2 plus 12 is 14. 14 plus 5 is 19. Okay, so your card is going to be the 19th card down in the deck. So we'll put that aside for now. Here we go, the 19th card down. 1, 2, count along with me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and this is the 19th card. Okay, so here we go. This is now your card, participant number 3. And again, I remind you, don't let anybody know. This is a secret just for you. Okay, now, I will not say this to my participants, but I am saying this to my YouTube viewers. If you didn't think that this card was going to come up again, you have not been paying attention. And I am sure that everybody knows exactly what's going on here in this part of the effect. Okay, so you show this card, or let them, they can even take a look at it, doesn't really matter, that they have this card here, and we place that back to the middle of the deck. Put the deck back together, and again, do another 2 or 3 shuffles, maybe 4, whatever you want to do. Okay, cut the deck. At this point, actually, I like to sometimes ask my participants, how many times do you want me to cut the deck? And again, whatever number they say, it doesn't matter. And I'm just going to do it once. All right, so now I put the cards down and I say, here's what we're going to do. At the count of 3, I want you to call out, each of you at the same time, call out the card that you chose. All right, 1, 2, 3. 3 of hearts. And as they do that, you lift off the top card of the deck. All right, now that's the first reveal. Everybody says, wow, how did that happen? I'm sure you know how that happened, okay? I'm not going to tell you right now, but if you don't know how it happened, then you started doing magic like 5 minutes ago, all right? So that part of the effect is not all that particularly secret, at least not from you and me. It is from them, all right? So here comes the second part. Now I say to them, okay, that was excellent, that was excellent. We're going to see how much more magic the 3 of you have. I'm going to let you examine this card, and I'm going to ask you to look it over very carefully, front and back, and I'm going to test your powers of observation. I want you to look at this card, memorize as much of it as you think you can. Look at the details, check it out, and when you're ready, I will be asking you a question about the card that you should be able to answer if you have good observational skills. I just asked this. When I do ask you the question, don't blurt out an answer from each one of you. Take a few minutes, a few seconds, whatever. Talk among yourselves to come up with just one answer, because I don't want absolute chaos going on. Come up with one answer among the 3 of you, and that's the answer that you will give when I ask you the question. So go ahead, here you go, take the card and examine it. And you hand it to the person in the middle, and they pass it back and forth, and they're going to do all kinds of things with it, and they're going to examine it. And I'm going to just kind of use this as an example of them looking at the card. And as they're doing that, you're just waiting, and when they say you're ready, okay, you're all set, give me back the card, and here is the question. What color is the back of this card? Now you're showing it to them, right? What color is the back of this card? Again, please don't blurt out an answer. Take a few seconds to talk among yourselves. In the meantime, I'm simply going to put the card on the top of the deck and close, square off the deck like this. Hold the card like the deck like this so you cannot see, and cheat the answer. What color, again, is the back of that card? Please take your time to come up with an answer. Do 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 do. Do 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 boom boom. Okay, at this point, they are going to come up with God knows what answer. I have gotten things like you wouldn't believe. When I first created this thing, I thought I was going to get blue all the time. They come up with blue and white, which is, they say, some do say blue. Some say blue and white. Some say blue with a white border and white design. Some say little filigrees of white with a blue in between. And they come up with the most elaborate answers to try to be as accurate as possible because they know you're up to something. And it's kind of funny to listen to them come up with all these elaborate answers, because the more elaborate the answer, the more they're squirming, and that's kind of fun to watch. So they're going to come up with some variation of the word blue. And at this point you say, geez, I'm really sorry. It's not blue. You guys just weren't paying attention. It's gold. And they say, how could it, there's no way it could be gold. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm afraid your card is gold. There's the 3 of hearts in gold. However, you are all such sweet ladies that in one sense, you're not at all losers, because I will always remember you as queens of my heart. So yeah, that's real corny and hokey, and it always, always, always gets a huge laugh. And you can hand the card to them, of course. Those of you who know my affinity for the gold deck know that this is not well, it is a gaff card, but they can examine it, and there is nothing about it that they will find unusual. If you want, you can even pull a little stunt here and show them the next card that is the illusion that their card is completely missing, and you just, without even saying anything, just show it to them, let them examine the card. And let me tell you, when they are looking at this card, you can tell that you have left them baffled.